Hello everyone, I trust you're doing well today. Well, today I want to talk about the German job seeker visa. I know those of you who are watching me knows about Germany and is one of the strongest economy in the European Union. Well, today we will be telling you how you can migrate to Germany through the job seeker visa. That means that without having a job, you can move to Germany. But what is the job seeker visa all about? The job seeker visa will give you the opportunity to move to Germany even when you do not have a job. But then they will provide you with a work visa that will allow you to stay and live in Germany for 6 months and seek for a job. If you find a job, then you can convert this visa to a regular work visa. If you don't find a job, then you might have to exit the country. But then, if you know much about Germany, it means that if you work hard and if you do the right things, before the next 2 months of arrival, you should find a job. Well, I'm going to be telling you what you can do also to find a job quickly in Germany. And I will tell you how to apply for this visa, the requirements and the eligibility criteria. So we'll be going through this together. So I would like you to be calm and follow up with this video. Try to note down some important points so that when you apply for this visa, you will be able to have all the requirements down and you will also come out successfully in this application process. Yeah, so what is the job seekers visa? I think I've given a brief explanation of that. So I would like to go in details to tell you more on how you will be able to apply. Well, the question is, who needs a job seeker visa? If you are not from the EU, you need a job seeker visa. If you are not from Switzerland, if you are not from Australia, New Zealand, South Korea, Israel, Canada, and the US, you will be needing a job seeker visa. So if you are from any third world country, developing countries, India, North Korea, and many other countries which are not listed, including all African countries, you will be needing a job seeker visa. So what are the eligibility criteria for job seeker visa? Number one is, for you to qualify to apply for a job seeker visa, you need to be a member of the third country national. Number two is that you need to have minimum of 5 years experience in related field which you are applying for. Number three is that you need to have enough financial resources to take care of your stay while in Germany. That's enough finance resources for at least 6 months. Number four is that you need to have proof of completed academic or vocational training. So you will have passed through a vocational training and have a proof for that, which could be a certificate. And you also should have a proof for completed education if you do not have vocational training. Your qualifications are recognized by the German government. If your qualification is not recognized, then you will not be able to apply for this. So that means that you must have an equivalent of what is being recognized in the country. Okay, now let's look at the requirements for job seeker visa. Now that we've talked about the eligibility criteria. Number one requirement is that for you to be able to apply for the job seeker, you must complete the job seeker form. If you complete the job seeker application form, that's number one requirement. Number two requirement is that you must have a valid passport which at least has 2 free pages and at least valid for 6 months from the date of application or the day which you want to, your date of appointment, because the date of application may not be your date of appointment. Number three is that you must have an identity picture. So you must have a photograph, which is just as a requirement. You can look up the requirement at the German website, what your photograph has to be like. Then you must have a proof of accommodation in Germany, which could be a rented apartment, or it could be a hotel, a reservation, or it could also be that someone has invited you and that person is willing to accommodate you, and he has stated it in his letter that he is inviting you and is going to accommodate you, but this will require you to bring an additional document. Okay, yeah, proof of financial means. For proof of financial means, you will be needing either a block account. A block account means that certain amount of money has to be in the block account for the period of your stay in Germany. So for each month you're expected 947 pounds, 947 euro rather. So for a period of 6 months you have to multiply 947 euro times 6 months, and that much money you should have in your block account to be able to take care of yourself when you're in Germany for 6 months. So this proof of fund you must show by opening a block account and fixing this money. By the way, you need to know that even if you don't go to Germany, your money in your block account will be refunded to you. But if you have to go to Germany, you can consume it every month. Otherwise, you need to have a declaration, okay? A declaration of commitment which will be provided by the person who has invited you, showing that he will cover all of your expenses. And the next is that you need to have an evidence of valid health insurance worth up to 30,000 euros. So you must have a health insurance worth up to 30,000 euros. Then, when you go to the insurance guys, they will ask you to pay some amount to buy this insurance package. It's not usually expensive. Then you need to have proof of academic qualification, showing that this is your qualification, and that is usually going to be your degree certificate and maybe your transcript alongside with it. Next is you need to have your resume, okay? Your resume to show that this is your academic qualification, your work experience, and all that. Then it has to be made, or it has to be in the same template which is accepted in Germany. And lastly, you need to have a cover letter. This cover letter will be showing your application, what you tend to do in Germany, and what kind of job you want to do in Germany, and what your experiences are. This is just to show them that you're really ready to search for a job in Germany. And the question is, how do I apply for this job seekers visa? Well, you need to find out if you meet the eligibility criteria. You need to locate your application office, and you need to schedule an appointment. Usually appointment takes a long time, so as soon as possible you should schedule your application and your appointment. You need to prepare your documents. All these documents, including police clearance, these insurance packages. Of course, you should also get medical certificate of fitness, even though it's not listed here, or I've not talked about it in one of the things you need. Then you need to get all these things. Then you need to pay your visa fee, and you need to submit your application. Then when the visa is ready, you retrieve it and travel to Germany. This is all you need to do for you to successfully complete this application process. But then there is something very important about German job seeker visa. Sometimes they want to see what do you have as a plan B. If you get to Germany and you don't find a job, what will you do? So if you come up with ideas like, I am going to enroll on software engineering training, I'm going to enroll in, let's say, automobile repair training, and this is the finance which I've kept for that, and this is where I've made inquiries. This is the cost of it, and all that. They will find out that you have a plan B. So even if you come, you will not be stranded. They also want to see that you have started contacting employers, and what are the responses, and their positive responses. So before you apply, you try to apply to some job and get some feedback. Probably they say, oh, would have loved to pursue your application process, but because you're not in Germany, will not be able. So that means that if you're in Germany, you'll be able to find a job. So you need to do all these things for you to be able to scale through this application process. So if you do this, then you're going to scale through this application process, and you can easily come to Germany. So guys, This is the way to apply for job seeker visa and come to Germany in 2024 without spending much money. And if you're in Germany, once you find a job, you'll be able to apply for long-term visa and permanent residency, and you can stay back in Germany. So guys, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you will do this and apply for German job seeker visa if you are interested to move to Germany. So if you do this, I hope you find a job and you get a visa. Cheers.